a, quote, unbroken tradition of criminalizing abortion.
Don't murder your baby, please. Let us help you.
Pro-family, pro-choice.
Abortion is more than just a procedure. It's a controversy that has created a movement centered around a debate of human rights.
An abortion is a procedure to end a pregnancy. However, in the past couple decades, it has become much more than that. It has become one of the most debated issues around human rights. Abortion access is included in healthcare, and healthcare is a human right, yet this procedure is widely criminalized across the globe. This stigmatization is a direct attack towards women, and is even more so targeted at women of color and low-income women.
And the biggest hurdle was paying for it.
Abortion bans have and will continue to have devastating effects on women of color and women of lower socioeconomic status.
I was in college, I didn't have any money. I just really didn't have any way to take care of a kid in that way.
Yeah. ABC News reports from the CDC. Black women have the highest rate of abortion with 23.8 abortions per 1,000 women in 2019, while white women have the lowest rates of abortion with 6.6 abortions per 1,000 women. The systematic racism and discrimination women of color face directly impacts their access to abortions. You may have heard of Roe v. Wade, but there are several smaller pieces of legislation that also affect abortion access. The Hyde Amendment is one of them. So what is the Hyde Amendment?
The Hyde Amendment is a piece of legislation that limits federal funding of abortions. And so while abortion is a constitutional right now, the federal government does not have to pay for abortions. And so it's a matter of access and availability in that not everyone can afford the medical procedure.
The government funding issue is problematic because the unemployment rate for Black people is double that of white people, and non-marital births are more than twice as common among Black people than white people.
Women of lower socioeconomic status and women of color have higher rates of abortion than women of higher socioeconomic status and white women.
Women will continue to seek out abortions when unwanted pregnancies arise, but as clinics close and abortion becomes criminalized, abortion procedures will become less accessible and more unsafe.
We'll still continue to have abortions. The choice they'll make is whether it's a safe and legal one or it's whether it's going to be an unsafe one.
Already, abortion clinics and doctors face threats from pro-life campaigns. This will only worsen if more abortion restrictions are implemented.
Everyday abortion protesters outside, usually they were pretty respectful. Sometimes they would say, rude things, or they would have signs that were in poor taste, with pictures of aborted fetuses and stuff like that on them. I'd say maybe every 2 or 3 months we had a bomb threat. The doctors got threatened all the time, whether it was outside the clinic or on the phone or via mail or email. But yeah, there was protesters out there every day I went to work.
It is harder for women of color and low-income women to find transportation to states where abortion is unrestricted, and it is harder for them to find the funds for contraception and counseling due to societal economic discrimination.
This will fall on the poorest women in our country. This will fall on those who have been raped. This will fall on mothers.
As a community, it is our responsibility to advocate for the rights of all women, especially minorities.
There are several ways you can support abortion access for all.
Number 1, normalize conversation around abortion. The more we talk about it, the less it will be stigmatized by society.
Number 2, support abortion funds. Donations go to patients who can't afford to pay for abortion care and procedures. Check out Planned Parenthood, the Afia Center, and the Abortion Care Network. These organizations take donations to assist women in need with abortion payments.
Number 3, support reproductive justice organizations. Reproductive rights are human rights, and they give people the freedom to decide whether and when to have children. Because of structural racism, people of color often face extra barriers to abortion and other types of healthcare. Go to Sister Strong, Black Women's Health Imperative, the National Abortion Federation, and URGE for more information.
Number 4. Stay updated. Visit Planned Parenthood's website for updates on current events and share news with your friends and family. Thank you for watching. Reproductive rights are important because they give all people access to safe reproductive health care, including abortions. Standing up for equal reproductive rights means standing up for human rights.